Hey YouTube, so it's Friday. Yesterday we were cutting a lot of not firewood, poles. You can see all the flitches that are left. Now you guys know that I use these to grab a hold of logs. I pull them out of the woods. These things have been fantastic. I got them at Northern Tools. Have bent them in no way, shape, or form. They're very strong and everything. The problem with them sometimes is when you're setting a log onto the mill, you're not really watching what you're doing, and that's my own fault. But if you look here, I had to replace that pipe going across there that has the piece on it that holds the log. Now what I want to do with this, it's a piece of 1-inch galvanized pipe. There were threads on each end. I cut them off. I bought a 30-inch piece. I needed 28 inches. What I'm going to do is just sand this a little bit, because the thing on there is just a slight bit of tightness on it. Now this one here is the older one. It's still straight and all. I never had any problems with it, with this one. But this one here, apparently Wednesday, or let's see, Thursday, when we were cutting, my buddy was on this side where I'm standing now, and I was in the backhoe. And you know, you got that big loader bucket in front of you, so it's hard to really see anything. And I don't know how I grabbed a hold of it, but I somehow did, and pulled on it, and it stretched it to the point where the thing, you know, I don't know what's going on with me today. I can't even think of names of stuff. Anyway, the piece wouldn't slide back and forth. It was bent so bad. So I went down to Lowe's and I bought a piece of that. 20 bucks for a 30-inch piece of 1-inch galvanized pipe. Well, you know, it is what it is. I'm just telling you the story. So anyway, that's what that is so far. And I'm going to sand this off quick, and then I'm going to show you the other piece on how bad it was bent. Okay guys, sorry about that, but my stupid battery went dead. Anyway, just to give you an idea of how bad that thing got bent, pretty much see it from here. It got bent pretty badly. So it was, the bend caused the thing to not be able to slide back and forth. So, you know, I couldn't use this one. I could only use the upper one, and that doesn't always work for me. I actually like working at this end of the table. But anyway, that's what happened. So just to go down the list here a little bit, let me crawl over here. It's 1-inch galvanized pipe. And like I say, the piece that I bought here had threads on each end. I just cut them off. It's 26 inches from on the pipe from one hole to the other hole. 26 is pretty much exact, okay? And then that hole is 1/2 inch, so that these rods that are, they're bigger at one end and then they are thinner at the other to fit the 1/2 inch hole with the 3/8 inch bolt. So you need a 3/8 inch, and the minimum is 6 inch. You can see here I've just got the thread all the way through the nut, where that one was a 7-inch bolt. But they didn't have 7-inch at Lowe's today, so all I could get was a 6-inch or an 8-inch. I didn't want 8, but anyway, that's the name of the game. Sometimes you have these problems. So it's fixed now. It doesn't slide quite as easy as the other one did. It's not bad, you know, don't get me wrong. It's not real bad or anything. It's just the other one slipped a little bit easier, but not much. So all I did was sand that off. Now when you sand it off, even the filings from the sandpaper, you want to wipe off before you slide the arm back down there, because it builds up inside and you can't move it. So I wiped that off already, and like I say, it's working okay, so I'm not going to worry about that. But if you look down there, you can see that thing I really bent it. And the problem you know, with the backhoe, in case you think to yourself, you know, well, when you grab a hold of that, you should be able to feel it. Well, listen, I've been running that backhoe for 40 years almost, 30 years I guess it is, and it has a lot of power. It really does. You can probably pick up 2 tons with the front of that thing, and the problem with it is when you start, you know, yoking on something, especially if it gives a little first, and pipe's not all that strong to begin with, you will bend things pretty easily. Nothing else on the machine is bent. Everything else is still good. So I just replaced that so I could learn my lesson from this thing and just be a little more careful as I go. So, alright guys, so that's just another little video I figured I'd put up just to show you something that, you know, I usually don't show everything that I do because it's hard to cut and be on the camera. But I figured I'd stop today. It was raining all day today. Yeah, there's a little blue sky up there, but it was raining all day, and then it stopped. I went and got the parts this morning at Lowe's, brought them back and machined them and everything, and then it was just sunny out 5 minutes ago, and now it's looks like it's going to rain again. So that's how you fix that thing. Not a big deal. So I bought a 30-inch piece of pipe, cut the threads off, which gave me 28 inches, 26 inches from bolt to bolt with a 1/2 inch hole right through the both sides. And then the minimum of this is a 6-inch bolt you can put in there. And I would get a 7-inch if I was going to do it again, if I had an opportunity to get 7-inch. So, alright guys, have a good one. Feel some raindrops coming again. Bye. The doer or the fawn are over by my backhoe in the wood we were cutting yesterday. My God, you've made such beautiful things to see. Thank you.